no mistake, there are so many countries to mention. I particularly want to thank those countries who joined our coalition against terrorism by offering their resources and support. They are not only our staunchest allies, they are also our closest friends. England, France, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay, Tanzania, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Greenland, Mexico, Namibia, Monaco, Holland, Burkina Faso, and of course, Liechtenstein. And of course, there is one more. I can't finish tonight without mentioning America's closest and best friend, a country which starts with the letter A, B, C. C. Kenya. The other C, Cuba. Cambodia. Cambodia. Can America have a closer neighbor?
Canada. Crying out loud. Canada.
Thank you. It's Canada. God help America. Starting this fall, your television service goes from 43 channels to 6,412. New this fall on digital television.
G'day, mate. Welcome to the Crocodile Hunter Network. Today, we're hunting the dangerous and deadly giant Australian crocodile. Ooh.
Right, you can see a beauty. Hello, girl. How are you then?
Now, this lovely cheetah would love to bite me, so I have to be very careful.
From the same people who brought you much music, much more music, much loud, and much fine, comes an exciting new music video channel. Much yodeling.
Digital television, another excuse to raise your cable bill. CTV News with Lloyd Robertson, the godfather of news.
Good evening. Kevin Newman, my ass. Our top story. Today, the FBI revealed why their search for Osama bin Laden has been so difficult. During the investigation, they confused his name with Ukrainian figure skater Oksana Bayul. Consequently, they spent the last month looking for a terrorist who could perform a triple sow cow. The Taliban have put out a picture book for kids that features a cute, bearded terrorist wearing red and white striped robes who hides among the general population. It's called Where's Osama Bin Laden? The Canadian government has changed its mind and officially said no to cloning. It's believed the decision was made when the committee members met this man, Toronto Mayor Mel Lassiter. Prince Philip has turned 80, and as usual with all milestones involving the prince, nobody cares. Kellogg's is introducing a new cereal based on TV personality Homer Simpson. Instead of milk, you add beer. This is National Turn Off Your TV Week, or as CBC calls it, their new fall lineup. America's war on terrorism continues to dominate the news. Joining me to discuss it are CNN correspondents Greta Van Susteren and Wolf Blitzer.
Hello,
Good
it's
evening,
always
Lloyd.
a pleasure to...
Ladies first.
Good evening, Lloyd.
Greta, are Americans coming to grips with the situation?
The mood is one of hope, anxiety, fear, depression, uncertainty, apprehension, dismay, ambivalence, verisimilitude, trepidation, consternation, intimidation, despair, doubt. For God's sake, someone just shoot me.
Greta, I'll take that as a yes. Wolf, what is Washington's next step?
Lloyd, we have to start the war. CNN demands an attack. It's ratings week. When are we going to start the war? Send the F-18s to Afghanistan. Drop the bombs. When do we attack? We've got to have an attack.
So you want to bomb Afghanistan?
Yes, please.
Wolf, can you actually howl like a wolf, or is that just your name?
It's my name.
Do you do any other animal impressions?
No.
How about a duck?
He doesn't even do a good impression of a news correspondent.
Greta, how did Americans respond when Canadian Celine Dion sang God Bless America on the telethon?
Well, to be honest, Lloyd, after she sang, millions of Americans asked the question, haven't we suffered enough?
Thank you, Greta and Wolf. That's United Day speech.
New this fall on digital television.
From the same creative team who brought you TMN, the movie network, comes a brand new channel, TFP-JMN, the Freddie Prinze Jr. Movie Network. 24 hours a day of 20-something relationship movies, many of which lasted almost 2 weeks at the theater.
Tonight, the Endangered Species Network presents an editorial concerning the shrinking environment of endangered species with Emma McChesney, Vice President of Ducks Unlimited.
Okay, for sure. As Prime Minister guy, I has been criticized for not taking a clear-like stand and showing leadership at this time of global crisis. So, I have prepared an in-depth, comprehensible statement I will now make. Everything is cool. Any question?
Yes, sir. Prime Minister, I have a question.
Prime Minister Kretschmer, why have you been so reluctant to speak out publicly? The world is in turmoil. National security is in question. The stock markets are in shock. Air Canada's future is in jeopardy. Our international borders are little more than ink on a map.
Yeah, but aside from that, thing is pretty good, eh?
Sir, what was your reaction to President Bush snubbing Canada in his speech?
Oh, I am afraid you have a misconception. President Bush did mention us. Here, look at the videotape.
We will not forget moments of silence and days of mourning in Australia and Africa.
And Canada! See? He did mention us.
Sir, your government has been very secretive. Are you going to be more forthcoming?
Oh, yes, I am an open bookmark. Ask me anything.
What did you and President Bush discuss?
I cannot tell you that.
Security reason?
I cannot remember.
Sir, have you taken any decisive steps to address terrorist threats?
I have taken very special action. I have asked Aline to cross Bin Laden off our Christmas card list. And secondly, Canada is no longer going to send the Taliban government wheat and donut.
Prime Minister Chrétien, how is our intelligence community going to deal with suspected terrorists in Canada?
Simple like. Watch CNN, they point out who the bad guys are, then we go and arrest them.
Sir, do you know the code name for the American military operation?
Oh, yes. President Bush changed it from Operation Infinite Justice to Operation Gonna Get You, sucker.
Mr. Prime Minister, how do you respond to Americans who call Canada a haven for terrorists?
Well, you know, this is total unfair. We are also respected around the world as a haven for organized crime, smuggler, and escaped convict.
Prime Minister, what do you say to nervous investors who are worried about the stock market?
Be patient. Put your money where it has best chance for good return.
Bonds, mutual funds.
Cash for life lottery tickets. Okay, that's all for now. Don't worry. Be happy.
New this fall on digital television.
The Water Network. The New Brunswick Tidal Bore.
The water comes in, and then it goes out. Comes in, then it goes out. And then comes in again. Then it goes out.
Oh, come here, you little pigeon.
Oh, can't catch me.
Oh, yes, I can. Stand still.
Here we go round the mulberry bush.
Ooh.
You are watching Pigeon Sex TV.
One of these people will win tonight's top prize on the popular game show, The Weakest Canadian Link.
Welcome to the Canadian edition of The Weakest Link. Normally we have 8 American contestants, but with the exchange rates, that's 3 Canadian. The contestants work together to build the pot. When a contestant says bank, because this is Canada, a service charge will be subtracted from the total. Let's meet our contestants.
I'm Margaret Atwood, eminent Canadian author, and it's none of your damn business how old I am.
Ralph Klein, 58, Premier of Alberta, whatever.
Oh, wow, man, these lights are bright.
Contestants, remember, only money banks carries on to the next round. Time to play Canada's Weakest Link. Begin the clock. Margaret Atwood.
Bank.
Where would you find Canada's finest fighting force?
In Montreal biker gangs.
Correct. Ralph Klein.
Drink.
How many bottles in a dozen 2-4s?
288.
Correct. Neil Young. Name the type of engine that replaced railways' coal-burning locomotives.
Good question.
I'm not a stock trader, such a weasel. I'll make my guess, the gas known as diesel.
Correct. Margaret?
Bank.
What is Canada's richest financial institution?
Mario Lemieux.
Wrong. It's Lotto Canada. Ralph.
Bank.
What life-saving maneuver is performed on a choking person?
The missionary position.
The Heimlich.
Bless you.
And that's the end of the round. You managed to bank a dwarfishly minute total of $2.75. I found more money stuck to the bottom of my shoe. Time to find out who is the biggest idiot in this pathetic collection of thinking-impaired half-wits. Time to find out who is Canada's weakest link.
Ralph.
Margaret.
The Zoom Zoom Kid.
What?
You know that kid on those TV car commercials? He goes, zoom, zoom.
Neil, you have to vote for someone on the panel.
All right, yeah, okay.
All right, who did you vote for?
Neil.
Neil, why did you vote for yourself?
Because I'm stoned.
It's a tie, so I'll choose who goes.
Look, if you think I'm leaving this show like some loser, think again, bright eyes.
Ralph, you are Canada's weakest link.
You know, in a way, I'm kind of glad they voted me off the island. The game was seriously cutting into my drinking time.
we're down to our final 2 dumbbells. Which of these 2 pathetic, vapid, dense, intelligent, deprived, mental morons who need a brain transplant to qualify for stupid will win? Time to find out who is... Wait for it! Canada's weakest link. Margaret. What element?
The atomic weight of beryllium is 9.0122.
Correct. Neil, what musician wrote and recorded the song Heart of Gold?
I like to phone a friend, Regis.
I need an answer.
Zoom Zoom Kid.
Wrong. Margaret. If you answer the next question correctly, you will walk out of here with enough money to buy a small box of Fruit Loops. Margaret, for $2.75, within 3 miles, what is the diameter of the planet Pluto?
1,484.
You win! That's it! Get out! Bugger off! That's it for Canada's weakest link. Goodbye.
Nancy Wilson's new show starring Nancy Wilson.
Good afternoon. I'm Nancy Wilson, and I've got a new hairstyle. In other news, in Ottawa, Joe Clark has formed a voting coalition with several former members of the Canadian Alliance. He joins me now.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm looking for Nancy Wilson.
Right here, Mr. Clark. Oh, tell us about this new coalition.
Indeed. We are calling it the Tory Conservative Democratic Representative Caucus Coalition of Canada. Pretty catchy, eh?
Well, Mr. Clark, as leader of the Democratic Tory caucus representing whatever...
Nancy, you can call us what we call ourselves for short, the Up Yours Stockwell Party.
Mr. Clark, that's not very sporting.
Don't get me wrong, Nancy. I greatly respect Mr. Day. In fact, I've written a movie about his political career. It's called Dude, Where's My Party? Oh, I tell you, life is good.
Well, Mr. Clark, you assigned Deborah Gray a very important position in the new coalition. Why?
After much deliberation, I came to the conclusion that if I did not, she'd hurt me.
Well, exactly how many MPs are in your coalition?
Let's see, the Progressive Conservative Party of Canada started this session of Parliament with 12 members. Now, 8 alliance members have slithered over to us. So we have
20 members.
I'll take your word on that.
Well, how cohesive is your coalition?
Very cohesive. We have reached maximum cohesivity. Together we form a team with great cohesivitude.
Well, if those 8 MPs defected from Stockwell Day, how can you be sure they won't defect from you?
What's your point, Wilson?
Well, Mr. Clark, do you really think your coalition can have an impact on Canadian politics with only 20 members?
Absolutely. The way I see it, a scant 131 more defections to go, and we'll have a majority government. Life is good.
Thank you, Mr. Clark.
Do I go now?
Check with Dr. Joy Toms.
Asthma is a growing concern in today's world. It's a condition where the lungs become, well, it's too icky to describe. And it makes me feel kind of queasy. Suffice to say, it's not a good thing. But there are lots of treatments, but nothing that is 100% effective. So my advice is, don't get asthma. Now, if you have to, then just crazy glue your nose, ears, and mouth shut. That way, there is no chance of further infection entering your body. At least not through an opening in your head. Just be careful not to sneeze or you could blow your brains out. I'm Dr. Joy, and this is Health Check.
And now, a politically correct minute.
Oh, hi, friends. As you may know, this past summer saw a petition calling on the federal government to change the words of our national anthem. According to the respected feminist group Famous Five Foundation, the phrase, "in all thy son's command," is no longer acceptable, and no doubt was written by typically retro right-wing backward scum-sucking male pigs. I'm sure they meant that in the nicest way. Our anthem mentions sons, but it excludes another very important segment of our society, daughters. Not to mention that cross-dressing uncle nobody likes to talk about. A more acceptable phrase would be, "in all thy gender non-specific spousal offspring's command." Of course, the word command is very authoritarian and pushy, which is un-Canadian. We should replace it with suggestion. Now, friends, I realize this can all be a bit confusing, huh? So here to help us better understand and sing the politically correct anthem is my friend and buddy, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne.
Oh, Canada, our living quarters and Aboriginal persons, including Inuit, Métis, all First Nations land.
Isn't that beautiful?
True patriot love, implying affection but not in a sexual way. In all thy gender non-specific spousal offspring suggestion.
Makes me proud to be Canadian.
With glowing hearts we see thee rise.
Dwayne, see thee rise? That kind of sounds like obvious Viagra implications, suggesting thee is undoubtedly an amorous, man-like person.
With glowing hearts we get horny, the true north, strong and free.
No problem there.
From far and wide.
Why? I think that is an obvious reference to persons of poundage.
From far and weight challenged, oh Canada, we stand or sit on guard for thee. Non-denominational, gender unspecified, supreme being, keep our land.
By not mentioning a specific deity, we embrace all religions, including Quakers, Druids, and Future Shop employees.
Glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard.
Wait a second. On guard kind of implies an act of aggression, when really we should be willing to sit down and discuss our differences in a civilized manner.
Oh, Canada, we stand ready to sit down and discuss our differences in a civilized manner. For
Oh, hello. Well, as you can see, these are tough times for the airline industry. Air Canada's cut 9,000 jobs. Delta Airlines has cut 13,000 jobs. Virgin Atlantic Airways has cut 1,200 Virgins.
We want to assure you that here at Air Canada, we're ready to go. So come back to us and fly with confidence. All our U.S.-bound flights now have armed marshals who are trained to shoot first and ask questions later. If that's not an incentive to fly, I don't know what is. Another incentive to fly again? Air Canada is discontinuing most of its in-flight meals. You now have the right to bring your own meal in a bag. And as a courtesy to customers at check-in, your meal will go through our new scanner microwave. It gets scanned and heated at the same time. However, we will not allow kielbasa on board because it can be considered a lethal weapon. We need your business, even though the federal government has promised a massive bailout package of $604 over 5 years. Anyone still worried about security shortcomings? Don't be. U.S. airlines have fortified cockpit doors with reinforced steel. Air Canada is taking similar measures. From now on, all our cockpit doors will have this. And there's more. All cockpit doors will be fitted with this sophisticated security device. I know I feel a lot safer. So fly Air Canada again with complete confidence. We're safe, we're affordable, we're still the best way to travel. We're...
Air Canada. We're ready to get back flying. Just as soon as somebody buys a ticket.
Stay tuned for the second half of the Air Farce 1 hour special. All right. I know some of you have questioned my ability to lead the Canadian Alliance. Some of you have gone so far as to call me Stockwell Day, an opportunistic, arrogant, scheming parasite with the morals of a blood-sucking leech. Now, I like compliments as much as the next man. But when my own caucus questions my ability to lead our party, well, it makes me feel like crying. Crying in a manly sort of way. Not in a sissy, alternative lifestyle, not endorsed by biblical scholars sort of way. Let's look at the facts surrounding my leadership of our party. Since I took over, our founder, Preston Manning, has announced he's getting out of politics. We've had quite a few members leave the party. The latest poll puts our popularity just below E. coli bacteria. Okay, let's not look at the facts. We in the Alliance Party firmly believe that facts should not stand in the way of a political career. If the future of the Alliance Party is to remain strong, we need an intelligent, open-minded leader who is strong, like me. I can bench press over 80 Bibles. That includes the Old Testament. Okay, bottom line. If anyone in this caucus is opposed to my leadership, let them speak now, and I will step down. Okay, since we're all agreed, I'll stay on as leader.
New this fall on digital television.
Check 1 2 1 2.
This is the network with the inside look at the music industry.
Check 1 2 1 2.
This is the Roadie Channel.
Check 1 2 2 2 2.
This is the Number Channel. Coming up next hour, 8. Digital television. Can anybody watch this many channels?
If the three tenors left you in awe, get ready to be left numb by the concert world's latest sensation, the Three Divas, Celine Dion and Rita McNeil.
Every day I'd see you, I'd squeeze you, I'd lick you, but now I always wear a frown.
'cause you struck an iceberg which sank your Titanic, and you froze your ass off big time.
You've never before heard anything quite like the three divas, Celine Dion and Rita McNeil. Mariah Carey had to drop out because she's wacko.
I would like to dedicate this song to my bébé, René Charles. You will always be my beautiful little bee.
Stirring songstress Celine Dion and Rita McNeil, champion of the working man, will thrill you with all their hits. My Heart Will Go On, The Working Man. My working man's heart will go on. My heart will go on with the working man. My heart will go on working, man. The working man will go on with my heart. My working heart will go on. And Stairway to Heaven. They also sing the haunting love theme from this summer's blockbuster movie.
I love you from afar. From my love you can't escape. We'll always be together on the planet of the apes.
You don't hear music like this every day. Hopefully. But there's more to these divas than love ballads. They know the life of the urban ghetto.
Yo, yo, yo! Check it out! Know what I'm saying, bro?
Yo, yo, yo! I've in the hood. I've in the hood. And I'm watching my back.
I work for the man no more. I'm like a hoe on crack.
The three divas, you won't believe your ears. And don't miss Celine's stirring rendition of an American classic. Get your CD today.
The following deals with erectile difficulties. Some scenes may be disturbing.
Good. That's it? Anything else?
No, nothing.
No personal problem bothering you?
No.
No difficulties with the plumbing?
No.
No trouble south of the equator?
None.
Mr. Happy not reporting for work? Pilot light gone out? Elevator stuck in the basement? Little soldier not getting up for reveille? Burger King not serving the Whopper?
Doctor, what are you implying?
I'm just saying, as a professional medical person, I'm trained to help with any problem. Absolutely any problem you may have. All right? There's no need to be shy. Feel free to tell me about it, and we'll deal with it in a confident and confidential, non-judgmental manner. Okay?
Well, there is a problem.
That's your problem.
Well, yeah.
Elvis won't leave the building. Oh, that's... Linda, come in here.
Doctor?
Guess what?
The old train won't go in the tunnel,
Erectile difficulty. It's no laughing matter.
The following is paid programming and does not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station or anyone with half a brain.
And here he is, the man of 1,000 inventions, Ron Bickel.
Hello and welcome. Hello. How are you? So glad that you tuned in again. First up, I want to apologize to any of you pet owners who may have had a problem with the Ron Bickel kitty cat toilette. We have corrected the suction problem. So feel free to once again let Fluffy flush away. Now, audience, do you find you don't have enough time to do the important things in life, like exchanging prescription drugs with other members of your therapy group? Okay, I'm back. Audience, all the problems of the world can be attributed to just one thing: computer viruses. Or, if you prefer the correct terminology, computer viri. Now, more and more of you have computers at home. Why? Because it's getting so darn hard to surf those porn sites at work without getting fired. Okay, I'm back. Now, recently, all of our computers have slowed to a near halt under the weight of an internet worm known as W32 Nimda. Not to be confused with my combination home pregnancy test and self-basting chicken rotisserie. Now, because of computer viruses, important information is just not getting through. Are you afraid to send or receive emails because they might contain a virus? Well, fear no more with my latest invention, the Ron Bickel Laser Elite Transit Telecommunication Efficient Responder. Allow me to demonstrate. Say that you wish to convey some data to someone you know. Well, simply get a hard copy of the information. And then fold into 3 equal parts. What do you think of that? And then place it in a Ron Bickel specially constructed information compartment. Yes, we affix a 47-cent transmission facilitator. So, and then we hit send. Now, what could be easier? And no chance of a virus. A virus slows down computers. Not a problem with the post office. It can't get any slower.
To order your Ron Bickel Laser Elite Transit Telecommunication Efficient Responder, email your credit card number to www.ronbickelletters.com.
Hello, this is New Digital Channels, the infomercial that pretends to be a talk show. My guest today is the man responsible for the new Scream television channel, Mr. Howard Eek. Welcome, Mr. Eek.
My pleasure, Bert.
Tell us about the new Scream channel.
Well, Ernie, the idea first occurred to me while I was sitting in my... Lazy boy.
Yes, well,
You see, Elmo, I wanted to create a television channel that,
What is it?
catered to a deep emotional feeling.
So, your channel is intended to frighten the viewer.
Absolutely.
Why not just show pictures of a senior citizen's nude beach? Should scare everyone.
I don't understand.
Oh, I'm just trying to make a little joke. Yes, well, it sounds like you have a wonderful new channel at the...
Digital TV, television that makes you want to scream.
Health Check with Dr. Joy Thomas.
Joining me is my colleague and best friend, Dr. Heather.
O'Brien.
Oh, Dr. O'Brien.
Hello.
Now, you're not a medical doctor, but rather a psychologist. A professional who deals with the mental aspect of fitness and well-being.
Well, actually, I am a medical doctor.
Well, doctor, what do you see as the biggest problem facing the medical profession today?
Well, doctor, the biggest problem is finding a cure for the common cold. For years, medical researchers have had... No, wait a second. The plague would be a much bigger problem. We're not equipped to deal with it. I lie. Ebola is a much bigger threat. Actually, when you think about it, herpes is a much more widespread, so it would be bigger. No, wait. It's got to be gingivitis.
You don't really have a clue what you're talking about, do you?
Not really, no.
I'm Dr. Joy, and this is Health Check.
All summer long, it's been one shark assault after another.
And that doesn't even include the ones in Saskatchewan.
They say this Quint guy is the best shark hunter in the world.
Well, who decorated this place? Captain Highliner?
Damn press-on nails. It's the third one I broke this week.
Mr. Quint, we need your advice on shark attacks.
Why would anybody attack a shark?
Great white?
That's Kathy Lee.
For heaven's sake, Quint, dozens of tourists have been attacked in Florida.
Dozens? Yeah, this is Florida we're talking about. They just keep recounting the same shark. Thirsty? Here, Chief. I call it my sailor's delight. Here's to tourists wearing cheek-hugging Speedos. One bite from a shark and then they're finito.
Excuse me, Chief.
Would you shut up? So, Chief, who's your little friend?
Oh, this is Matt Hooper. He's an oceanograph. He's a fish guy.
Fish guy. Give me your hands. Ah, you've got city hands, Mr. Hooper. They're small, they're weak, they're smooth. Oh, they're very smooth. Silky smooth.
Mr. Quint, will you help us?
Well, I'll help you, Chief. But I warn you, you don't know fear until you've seen a shark's eyes. They've got lifeless eyes. Shiny, shifty, black, beady eyes like Stockwell Day at a caucus meeting. Maybe I should go alone.
Oh, it's my party, my charter.
Well, it's your charter, but it's my vessel. And on my ship, I'm the captain. I'm the mate. I'm the pilot. I'm the accountant. I'm the chiropractor. I'm the telemarketer. I'm the taxidermist. I'm the...
Chief, maybe this isn't the right guy.
No, Mr. Hooper. I'm the man for the job.
Well, okay, but we're bringing my anti-shark cage.
Anti-shark cage? You go inside the cage. The cage goes in the water. The shark's in the water. Oh, that sounds all right. Oh, yeah, let's go. I'm also a